Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we have another review of a locomotive, one that has recently joined the collection. Now obviously, as I said in the last video, there is a backlog, and due to work and stuff it's very difficult for me to get videos out loads and loads and loads, so there is bits, gaps and orders that are all over the place, but bear with, I'm getting round to doing all of the videos. So there is a break in locos joining the collection now for a while anyway, so I can sort of get round to doing all the videos I want to do before the next review comes out. I've got a lot of stuff going on. There's a bit of stuff in October that's going to be coming out as well, so I've got plans for some uploads, so we'll just get through as we go. But anyway, this is, as you can see, a gorgeous Bachmann Class 37, which follows on from last week's video, which was a Hornby Triangle one, a really old one, which I intend to keep, and it's something I'll probably use very rarely, but even still, it's still going to be in the collection, and it is still quite nice. But I didn't expect to get a Bachmann one as soon as I did. I've always wanted a Bachmann Class 37, and I managed to get two in the same period of time, which is hilarious. And it is in the BR green, and it also came with the Mark 1 suburban coaches, which you will have seen possibly in some videos beforehand, but it will run with those later on, just so it comes as a set. It came with those in like a pack from Colonel Model Rail Centre, which is pretty cool. All brand spanking new, and they're all absolutely gorgeous. So we'll get round to running the coaches later on. The sun is quite bright outside. I've still got the blind down as well, but it's still coming through the roof. But yeah, anyway. So we'll get through the detail of this shortly, but we'll take a look at the box and the accessories first, and all the gumph, and then we'll get on to the detail, give it a run, and then I'll do my final conclusion later. Let's get to it. So there is the box. It's a traditional Bachmann box, nothing particularly special. There is a bit of history on the back there. I will sort of get that into a position where you can read it if you want to. Obviously, pause the video, give it a bit of a read. If not, we'll get to the rest of the stuff. So it's just a traditional Bachmann block of ice, as you would expect. I'm going to use my foot here to help. Usual. I do have, obviously I've had the logo a while now, so it isn't boxed or anything. There is some detail there, you can see there's quite a bit actually. In a little detail bag, loads of like bits of like probably a snow plough and stuff. There's a coupling and whatever you want to fit to it. If that's something you'd be interested in fitting, then you could also do that. I'm not necessarily that bothered, I just leave it as it is. The instructions, which are here, which are the Class 37 diesel locomotive. Obviously, as I get more Class 37s, I'm going to get quite a few of these, so but I only really need one for obvious reasons. So there you go. Locomotive information. You can see it tells you everything you need. Also shows you where to put all the detail bits. You can put snowplow on. It will look quite cool with the snowplow on, to be fair. And then flick that over. You can see everything else there. And it tells you where to put decoder, and you've got on-off switches for the lights, etc. Which is pretty cool. Warranty and service, blah blah blah, Bachmann Collector Club, and that's basically about it. So nothing technically, well, nothing really of great interest, but it is what it is. So we'll get to the detail, and then we will get to the running of the locomotive, which, as you would expect for a Bachmann diesel, is absolutely gorgeous. I'll put that back together with one hand, because my other hand is holding the camera. So we'll get to the detail, and then we'll run it with the suburban coaches, which I can't wait to show you up close because they're gorgeous. Let's get to it. So here is the 37 then, and it is very well detailed, being a Bachmann loco. So we're going to try and not go completely mad with going through the detail, because there is quite a lot of it. But obviously we start at the front, which, as you can see, it says the 9A76 head code. This is what lights up. So these are the front lights, are the head codes on this version of the Class 37, and the little small ones are the tails, so you'll see those later potentially. I'm not sure if you'll see these because they're not ridiculously bright. You can see them with like clear as day when the lights are off, and it's quite dark. The reds are really bright anyway, but the 9A76 and the other side are a little bit dimmer during the day, so you can't really see them as well, which is to be expected. The buffer beams, you can see you've got all the space for the extra bits and bobs like the vacuum pipes and all that jazz, and obviously you can take this coupling out and put a snow plough in or whatever. It's probably not a snow plough, but it looks like one. It's probably got a technical name, but I'm not that bothered about the technical name, so that's what it is to me. But you can probably fit one. You can fit those if you wish to, which I'm not going to, I don't think. Lovely metal sprung buffers, which look fantastic. You've got the yellow part of the paintwork, which I like. I don't like too much yellow on the BR green, so the nice little strip of yellow is really nice. Gives it that little bit of a lift to the paint job, which is a gorgeous paint job. I do like these in BR green. They are beautiful. D6829 is the running number. I believe this is a locomotive that is actually preserved, and I believe it currently runs for West Coast Railways. Could be wrong, but it was built at the Vulcan Foundry, I believe, also, which is in Newton-le-Willows. Well, was, now no longer is. The other version was also built, I believe, at the same time, in the same place. But the other one I think was scrapped at Crewe. But that's from what I'd googled, but I'm not 100%. So could be wrong. Anyway, so working around the side, you see lots of moulded detail as well. You got all the grills. That looks fantastic as well, much better than it does on the older locomotive, that's for sure. You do have little bits of paintwork, which are just parts of the locomotive, but just bits out in an extra colour, which is really, really nice. Have some metal handrails as well, which look fantastic. And then obviously down onto the bogie, you've got all the white piping, you've got the axle boxes painted in the yellow, which look fantastic. And even these little metal chains, which look absolutely glorious. They look fantastic. You do have to take these off to take the body off, which I won't be doing. I personally don't do that. But you can just see there's a little hook where they come off. It's not too bad, I don't think, but it would be a little bit fiddly. So be careful when you do that, if you do that. You can see underneath the door you have a grey strip painted as well, which is really nice. You do also have a sort of builder's plate there. I'm not sure if it's legible. I don't know if you can zoom in either. Might be able to. I can read it just about. It says English Electric, but God knows. You do have the metal door handrails as well, which look fantastic. Little window in the door as well, which is really, really nice. The glazing is fantastic. You've got loads of glazing on the front as well. You've got separately fitted metal wipers, which look fantastic. Horns are done nicely at the top as well. And I believe they look like they're separately fitted as well, which is really, really, really good. And the interior, you've got the cream wall at the back, which just sets the cab off really nicely with the red seats, and you've got all the detail in there as well. It actually is a fantastic cab. It looks fabulous in there. Just gives it that lift. As soon as you look at it, you can see the red seats and the cream background, which looks superb. Moving along the side, obviously you've got that grille, which I really like, looks fantastic. You have a little window there, which has sort of like engine room detail behind, which is really, really cool. Which looks fabulous. And then you've got the bogie at the bottom with little dials all painted separately, and you've got the little bits and bobs of pipework, which are also painted separately, and then little sort of like parts of the locomotive in the blue and stuff. And it's just the little tiny things that set the loco off so well. Have the electric overhead line warning symbols at the side, all the way down the locomotive. This was at a time when that was just coming into like common practice to have overhead lines, so that's why it has them. You've got the British Railways crest as well, which looks fabulous. I believe this is a lake crest. Is this the lake? This is the lake crest, isn't it? And then you've got obviously all the pipework as well on the bogie, which you can see runs all the way across. It looks absolutely glorious. You can't see that from this angle, but you can from there. And then obviously the axle boxes, which are painted into the yellow, which look really, 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 really good. You do have the chain at the back as well, which looks fantastic. Each bogey's got one of these. It looks superb. Handrails again. You've got a little window as well for the engine room, which looks fantastic. More glazing across the side of the cab. You do have the detail cab at the back as well, which looks really, really good. And then obviously more builder's plates, running number, and a little blue circle, which I've forgotten what they mean. More moulded grills at the back, which look really good. And then you've got customer side all the way across the side of the locomotive as well. And then to the back, where you've got the same as the front, pretty much. So sprung buffers and handrails, obviously. I'm going to have to show you that they're sprung, but it's also really cool to spring buffers. There you go. And then across the top, really well detailed, etched grille there, top with a fan in it, which looks superb. And then all of the riveted moulded detail across the top, exhaust ports, and it's all moulded really well. It's not like that really old one that's just like really unrealistic, but it looks fantastic. It looks absolutely glorious. So it's got loads of detail. I will show you the other side. There is another side to the locomotive. There you go. But it is incredibly well detailed. It's also incredibly heavy, incredibly powerful. And we will now get the running out of the way, and I'll show you how it runs. So let's get to it. So there is the lovely Bachmann Class 37 on the track. Look. Well, that was a loud train that should come past. So I think it's a diesel there. Don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, so we're going to just do the slow speed and then just show you how smooth it is, and so you can see the lights as well. While we can, so I don't know if you'll see the head code lights, but we'll give it a go. You see, oh, it's going the wrong way, that's why. You probably just see it changing colour to like a creamy colour. That's pretty cool. There you go. And you see the tails. So, yeah, it's a little bit dimmer, so you can't see them as well during the day, which is not an issue anyway. But they are really bright on a night. You can see it perfectly well. So, right, let's do a bit of slow speed, running on HM2000, which will get swapped eventually, by the way. I'm clogging a little bit, but that actually runs really slowly. Sun's come out, isn't it? Yeah, so it is nice and slow and smooth. Hopefully the track's going to play ball today. So there, ignore those. These are the coaches that's going to run with, which are the Mark 1 Suburbans. These will be in the next video, so stay tuned for that. So I'll put the Suburbans with it, and then we'll have the full train that I actually purchased together. And then we'll enjoy a bit of a running session with it. So let's get the Class 37 running then with the Suburban coaches. You'll see these go past as you do, so nice and slow. Look at how nice these are. They look fantastic, don't they? I really like those. Anyway, that's the break. So let's get a bit faster than that Class 37. Don't have to go super fast because there's no need for it. You can just see the lights actually coming around then. It's pretty good. So this camera's not playing ball today. Stop zooming into the Eddie Stobart lorry. Here we go. Looks absolutely glorious, doesn't it? Those coaches are gorgeous as well. Probably not the most matching coaches for a Class 37, but it is what it is, isn't it? It'd be nice to have this layout fully done so it doesn't cause any issues and actually just looks half decent, which will get done very soon over the winter I think, which will be pretty cool. looking at me and then. Let's pull it into a lovely controlled, well, it's not controlled, but that is the Bachmann Class 37 then. So it's another diesel to collection, which I will expand massively as and when I can. And also the gorgeous coaches as well, which I'm very, very happy with, and I use them all the time. So, which is incredible. No, but also I bought them because I needed the coaches anyway. It was cheaper to do it as a pack anyway, so it was pretty cool. Anyway, what do you think of the Class 37? Obviously, please comment down below. The Bachmann one specifically. I do still have the old one, it's there. So, yeah, we're going to have many Class 37s join the collection over time. But this is the first Bachmann one that I get of many, so that'll be fun. But we've got lots to come, lots of a couple more reviews. They're all Steam now, from now on. So the next 3 are Steam. A couple of special videos as well. Well, one special video and one running session to do. Don't know the order yet, but we'll get around to it as and when we can. So that's that. So thank you all for watching. Please comment if you haven't, or please comment your thoughts on the Class 37 down below. Obviously subscribe if you haven't already, and like whatever, blah blah blah. And I will see you very soon for some more videos. There's lots to come, so please sort of put notification bell on so you're alerted when I make a new upload. But anyway, goodbye.